Прес-центр Міністерства внутрішніх справ продовжує свою роботу. Хочу всіх нас привітати з тим, що наші спільні зусилля починають давати свої плоди.
The press center of the Ministry of Internal Affairs of Ukraine continues its work. I would like to congratulate all of us on the fact that our joint efforts are active. The Russian Federation is changing its information strategy. It is beginning to adapt to what we have imposed against them. From today, a new ideology is working in the Russian Federation.
Потрібно пояснювати кількість полонених, їм потрібно пояснювати кількість поранених. І їм потрібно щось пояснювати по тому відео, яке масово шлють прості українці своїм родичам, знайомим, близьким до Російської Федерації.
They are not at war with Ukraine, but with the whole West. They need to explain somehow the number of dead soldiers and the number of prisoners of wounded. They need to explain something based on the video that allegedly ordinary Ukrainians would send to their relatives or friends living in the Russian Federation. Therefore, from today they will tell everyone that they are at the war with Ukraine and that this is not a special operation. That's why we need to get ahead of them. What do we need to do? We need to continue to do everything we did before. They will not be able to lie long. Therefore, they have already begun to say some new stories in which only they really believe.
65 так чи інакше були за. Наша ключова задача – зробити так, щоб 50% було проти війни з Україною і ще 10% почали, як мінімум, сильно сумніватися. І тоді російський уряд, російський режим повинен буде змушений боротися із своїм народом.
According to sociology poll before the war, 34% of the Russians were against the war with Ukraine. 65% one way or another were for the war. Our key task is to make sure that 50% are against the war with Ukraine and another 10% begin to doubt. Only in this case, the Russian government, the Russian regime will have to fight against its people. Putin will have to pay more attention to internal problems and not to Ukraine. What should we do? As a rule, from the first time, people cannot believe what it is told. It is necessary to speak and show more than once. Every day we have new information. Therefore, we continue to talk a lot about death, prisoners. We talk about the fact that they are at war with Ukraine. And it is very important to say, not with the West, but with Ukraine. They are foreign soldiers here. Yes, there are. But there are dozens of them. There is a war against the Ukrainian people. This is a war against the Ukrainian army.
Які чи некорисні ідіоти, які є тут, які говорять, що не треба нікому дзвонити, це нічого не дасть. Це люди, які просто не розуміють, що відбувається.
You have to say that for Putin soldiers, it is a second Afghanistan. Their children will be forced to go to war in Ukraine and they will die here, just as already more than 9,000 people have died on our Ukrainian land. Don't be afraid to tell them all this. The demoralization of Russians is our key task. Unfortunately, we also have people who do not understand what is happening in Ukraine. Remember what happened 7 days ago. The brave Putin imposingly told everyone that he would seize Ukraine in one day. Yesterday, he was forced to say that he already had 500 deaths. In a week, he will be forced to admit not 5,000 but 10,000 deaths. He will have to admit this, that his people are dying here. And there, in Russia, his people are beginning to get poorer due to economic sanctions. We must win this war. Glory to Ukraine.